Every year has its soundtrack. But 1974's wasn't built on big riffs or wild glamour.
Say can't wait. I know you'd understand.
It was softer, warmer. These were songs about love, loss, and the quiet corners of life.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
The kind you caught once on AM radio and kept with you for years. Today, we're bringing back 10 soft rock tracks from 1974 that the world forgot, but you never did. How many do you remember? Stick around. One of these songs opens with a single note that Eric Clapton once said, carried more soul than most full records. And when you hear it again, you'll know exactly what he meant. Number 10. The Air That I Breathe. The Hollies. Some songs arrive perfect from the first note. When producer Ron Richards heard The Air That I Breathe, he knew it could be a hit. He brought it to the Hollies, who recorded it at Abbey Road with engineer Alan Parsons. Drummer Bobby Elliott added massive tom fills drenched in reverb that, according to Parsons, brought the song to life. Eric Clapton once claimed the opening note carried more soul than most full records. The public seemed to agree. The song climbed to number 2 in the UK and number 6 in America in early 1974, becoming the Hollies' last major hit. The Hollies faded from the charts after that, but The Air That I Breathe never left. A ballad so pure it still stops time whenever it plays. Number 9. Laughter in the Rain. Neil Sedaka. Neil Sedaka hadn't topped the charts in over a decade. Then came Laughter in the Rain. Written with Phil Cody, the song almost didn't happen. Cody struggled with the lyrics until he took a nap under a tree on a sunny afternoon. When he woke, the words poured out in 5 minutes. A couple dancing in the rain, finding joy in the storm. The opening chord of the chorus was borrowed from Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, a drop-dead chord that Sedaka combined with a melody inspired by Aaron Copland. Released on John's Rocket label in late 1974, it hit number 1 on Billboard Hot 100 in February 1975, Sedaka's first chart topper since 1962. The song also spent 2 weeks at number 1 on the Adult Contemporary chart. It was a comeback nobody saw coming. And though Sedaka kept recording, Laughter in the Rain remains his most beloved return to glory. Quick question, do you remember when you first heard this song? Drop it in the comments below. Number 8. Please Come to Boston. Dave Loggins.
Please come to Boston, she said no.
Dave Loggins was young, restless, and touring with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band in 1972 when he first saw Boston, Denver, and Los Angeles. The cities stayed with him. So did the loneliness. 2 years later, he wrote Please Come to Boston, a song about a man begging someone to follow him, and a woman who keeps saying no. I'm the number 1 fan of the man from Tennessee, she sings, asking him to come home instead. The story was almost true, Loggins admitted, except there was no one waiting. He made her up, which made the longing sharper. Released in May 1974, the song climbed to number 5 on Billboard Hot 100 and topped the Adult Contemporary chart. It earned a Grammy nomination, but Loggins never reached those heights again. Later in this list, one of the songs was written after a late-night argument. So the artist played his guitar until dawn and came back with a beautiful apology. But he never lived to see it become a hit. That story's coming up. Number 7. Haven't Got Time for the Pain. Carly Simon.
Haven't got time for the pain. I haven't got room for the pain.
By 1974, Carly Simon had already given the world You're So Vain and Anticipation. Then came Haven't Got Time for the Pain, a song about leaving heartbreak behind.
Tell me how to leave myself behind.
Softer than her earlier hits, but no less powerful. Her voice carries that mix of strength and vulnerability that made her earlier work stand out, and Rolling Stone called it her best single yet.
Haven't got room for the pain.
Simon was pregnant during the sessions and couldn't hit the highest notes, so backing singer Tasha Thomas filled in. After giving birth, Simon re-recorded those notes herself for the single release. The song climbed to number 14 on Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the Adult Contemporary chart. Simon kept making music, but few songs captured that delicate balance of peace and passion quite like this one. Number 6. Seasons in the Sun. Terry Jacks.
Joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
It began with a Belgian song about a dying man. Jacques Brel wrote Le Moribond in 1961, a bitter farewell to a cheating wife and unfaithful friend. Rod McEwen translated it into English, and the Kingston Trio recorded it in 1964. A decade later, Terry Jacks heard it and saw something different.
A friend, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky.
He rewrote nearly all the lyrics, softening the darkness. His version became a man peacefully reflecting on life, saying goodbye to childhood friends, his father, and a young love named Michelle.
Goodbye, Michelle, my little one.
Jacks recorded it in Vancouver in 1973 with a young David Foster on piano. Released that December, Seasons in the Sun exploded. 3 weeks at number 1 in America, over 14 million copies sold worldwide. Billboard Hot 100 ranked it the number 2 song of 1974. Critics hated it, calling it overly sentimental, but people loved it. Jacks never had another major hit, but this one song became one of the best-selling singles of all time, proof that sometimes the heart wins over the critics. Which of these songs takes you back? Hit subscribe and let's keep the memories alive. Let's move on to number 5. I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song. Jim Croce.
Time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong.
Jim Croce never got to see this song become a hit. He died in a plane crash in September 1973, just as his career was taking off.
I have to say I love you in a song.
I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song was released posthumously in early 1974, climbing to number 9 on Billboard Hot 100. It was his 5th and final top 10 hit.
Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong.
Croce wrote it after an argument with his wife Ingrid. Instead of fighting, he went downstairs and played his guitar through the night. The next morning, he came back and sang it to her. A simple apology wrapped in melody.
I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you.
Croce was gone, but his voice remained. I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song became more than a hit. It became a love letter that outlived the man who wrote it. Number 4. Angie Baby. Helen Reddy.
Angie, baby, you're a special lady.
She lived in the songs on her radio, a strange girl the neighbors whispered about. Angie Baby was unlike anything else on the charts in 1974, dark, cryptic, and oddly hypnotic.
There's a fear in your room each night and they whirl you across the floor.
Written by Alan O'Day, it told the story of a lonely, possibly troubled girl who spent her days listening to rock and roll, imagining lovers who appeared and vanished.
Fade away when your daddy taps on your door.
One day, a neighbor boy with bad intentions entered her room. But when he did, something strange happened. As Angie turned the radio down, the boy shrank and was pulled inside it, becoming her secret prisoner. The song hit number 1.
Angie girl, are you all right? Tell the radio good night.
In December 1974, becoming one of Helen Reddy's biggest hits. It topped both the pop and adult contemporary charts. No one, including Reddy, ever explained what it really meant. She enjoyed the mystery. So did we. Number 3. My Eyes Adored You. Frankie Valli.
My eyes adored you.
Sometimes a hit is born from rejection. The Four Seasons recorded My Eyes Adored You in early 1974, but Motown passed on releasing it.
Hand on you, my eyes adored you.
Frankie Valli believed in it so strongly that he bought the master for $4,000 and shopped it himself. Capitol turned it down. Atlantic turned it down. Private Stock Records finally said yes, but only if the single carried Valli's name alone.
Close, so close and yet so far.
Released in November 1974, the song became Valli's first solo number 1, topping Billboard Hot 100 in March 1975.
Carried your books from school, playing make-believe you're married to me.
The success reignited interest in the Four Seasons, leading to a new record deal. Valli kept recording, but My Eyes Adored You remains his signature solo moment. Number 2. Tin Man. America. Dewey Bunnell loved The Wizard of Oz, so much that he wrote a song about the Tin Man, the character searching for a heart.
That he didn't already have.
Bandmate Dan Peake recalled that Bunnell actually begged them not to record it. Maybe it was reverse psychology, either way they did.
So please believe in me.
Producer George Martin played piano on the track, and the song's dreamy, stream-of-consciousness lyrics floated over a gentle acoustic melody. Released as the first single from their 1974 album Holiday, Tin Man climbed to number 4 on Billboard Hot 100 and topped the adult contemporary chart. It became America's 4th top 10 hit.
So please believe in me.
The band kept making music, but few songs captured that same effortless magic. Number 1. A Very Special Love Song. Charlie Rich.
Very special love song.
Charlie Rich was riding high after The Most Beautiful Girl topped the charts in 1973. The follow-up, A Very Special Love Song, nearly matched that success.
Don't be surprised if you're sitting alone and you hear it.
Written by Billy Sherrill and Nora Wilson, it carried the influence of Michel Legrand's theme from Summer of '42. Sherrill admitted the inspiration without claiming he copied a thing.
There's a melody I play.
Released in early 1974, the song climbed to number 11 on Billboard Hot 100, but topped both the country and adult contemporary charts, and earned Sherrill and Wilson a Grammy for Best Country Song.
Especially for you, and all the words are true.
Please subscribe if you remember any of these songs.